I am live. That's what I'm being told. Yes, I am live and grateful to be here another day. Here I go. Now, starting off with this for crying out loud. Allergies, blah blah blah. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. 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 Woo! Okay, here we go. Hello, it is Tanisha Ronay, also known as Nikki, also known as Blessed and Moving Forward. What you want? It's my dog. He's here tonight. Also known as Blessed and Moving Forward, here tonight to let you know that you are a special occasion. I am so grateful to be here with you tonight, as I am every single Tuesday night, 7:30 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m., 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time. This is what time we're here every single Tuesday. We have been here for 7 years. Can you believe it? 7 years. Well, almost 7 years. December will be 7 whole years that we have been having broadcasts every single Tuesday without fail, without miss. We have had broadcasts in the car, in the rain, at the hospital, at doctor's appointments. We have had broadcasts at infusion. We have had broadcasts at church, at church in the hallway. We have had church. We've had broadcasts outside on the porch. We've had broadcasts out on the deck. We have had broadcasts some of everywhere, but we are still here every single Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. without fail. And I am so grateful to be able to bring this message of the special occasion to you every single week without fail. Whether there's one person on or whether there's 100 people on, we always make sure that we are sure in our message, and we always make sure that we let you know that you are a special occasion, that we enforce this message. We are not here, I'm not here to convince you that you're a special occasion. I'm just confirming it. It's what already is. You know you can't you can't get away from it. You're a special occasion. It's just who you are. It's who you're going to be. It's who you always will be. And I think that what happens is, in a lot of cases, for most people, it has to be a reminder for them that they're a special occasion. And why is that? Because sometimes we forget to be kind to ourselves. Sometimes we forget to get to the front of our own line. Sometimes we don't get in enough water or rain in order to put out the fire that we set ourselves on to keep everyone else warm. You are a special occasion, and you are worthy of the air that you breathe. You are worthy of the space that you occupy on this earth. You are worthy of every good thing that comes to you. You are worthy and you matter. You are not an accident. You are not an accident at all. And that's part of what I want to talk about tonight. The title of this is "Nothing Just Happens," and I probably used this title before in the past, but it came about as a result of some recent happenings, some things that have happened recently. My doggy is here, and I'm trying to keep him from screaming and crying like he always likes to do while I'm on. He gets disrespectful. Hey, Gwen, how are you? So, Gwen just celebrated her birthday and her retirement. So, congratulations to you. That is 100% special occasion behavior, Miss Gwen, ma'am. 100% special occasion behavior. And I'm so grateful that God has brought you this far. Nobody would ever believe that you were 60 years old. Nobody would ever believe that you were of retirement age, but I'm so happy for you. I'm so grateful that God has brought you this far. What do you want, Sonny? You want to come up here with me? I'm so grateful that He's brought you this far. And I pray that you will enjoy your retirement to the fullest, that you will enjoy the grandbabies, that you will enjoy your time back to yourself and all your travel. We celebrate you as a special occasion. We celebrate you, and we thank you for your part, the part that you play in being a part of our special occasion tribe. So congratulations, girl. You are a special occasion. So nothing just happens. I wanted to talk about that because there were some things that happened recently that really did reinforce this. And it's definitely special occasion behavior when you recognize it, because one thing that I know is that I don't know about you, but I believe, and I know that everything that happens in my life, in your life, is orchestrated by God. Even if it's not favorable, He knows what's happening. He knows what's going on, and He's not surprised by anything that takes place in your life. Excuse me. So with that being said, there were two things that happened this week that really, really, really touched me and that really made me think about the fact that it's really true that nothing just happens. As a special occasion, I am definitely always grateful to keep my eyes open, right? To keep my eyes open to things that happen. Things happen to us all the time. And like I said, sometimes the things are favorable, sometimes not so much. But what I do know, excuse me, what I do know is that there's a scripture, Romans 8:28, that says, all things work together. Hey, cousin! All things work together for good to those who love God and are called according to his purpose. And one thing that I know is that instead of me seeing that things are happening to me, I understand that things are definitely happening for me. They're happening through me. And when I get to that place, I get excited because I realize that even though I may be hurting now, yes, you up in here. Even though things may be happening and they may hurt, they may be painful, they may be uncomfortable, it may be out of my comfort zone. Even though those things are happening, there's always a lesson. There's always something that's coming out of it that is for my greater good. That is always for my betterment. That is always a lesson. So we're learning all the time. Whether we choose to take the lesson or not, we are learning all the time. So earlier this week, I was traveling, and my brother and I we went to a school that was, and you know about this, Tony. We went to the Dorothy J. Vaughan Academy of Technology. Dorothy J. Vaughan is basically, she is the character that Octavia Spencer played in Hidden Figures, and she is also my auntie. Y'all may not have known that, but now you know. She's also my auntie. So there was a school that is named after her in Charlotte, North Carolina called the Dorothy J. Vaughan School of Technology. Right? You know that lady. So we went to the school and we met the principal. And the principal, her name is Toya Matthews, and she is an African American woman, a black woman. I prefer to say black, to be honest. She is a black woman who was the principal, and she welcomed us with open arms. She did not know we were coming. We just happened to be in the neighborhood, me and my brother. We just happened to be in the neighborhood and we stopped by. And when I tell you, she welcomed us with open arms. But when I tell you that there was something about her that I immediately connected with, I mean, it's not too many people that I don't or can't connect with on some level because I love everybody. I can get along with anybody. If you don't get along with me, it's you. It's not me. I promise you. It's you. I said what I said. Yes, I'm a special occasion, and I said what I said. If you don't get along with me, it's you. I promise you. So anyway, but there was something about her that I connected to. There was something that I felt was kindred about us. And as we talked, it was like we had been knowing each other for years. And when I started to tell her about the special occasion, she got so excited. Not just that, but, oh, I don't have my glasses here, but my other pair of new glasses that I have, they're shaped like a hexagon. And she was saying that this year is the sixth year that the school has been open. And she was saying that their theme for the year is the shape, the hexagon. And she said, oh my God, I love your glasses. She was like, I love your glasses so much. So when I started to tell her about the special occasion, because she asked me, what do you do? And I'm not going to claim the 9 to 5. I mean, I'm grateful for my 9 to 5. I am. I'm grateful for my W-2, but it's not who I am. It's not who I am. So I started to tell her that I am a speaker, a transformational speaker. Sonny, what are you eating? Oh, Lord, you know how dogs just find things to eat. So I told her I'm a transformational speaker, and I told her about the special occasion, and she got so excited. Now, number one, I have to say it was refreshing to see someone get excited about the children. To see a teacher excited about the children, because you don't always see that. You don't see someone who has a passion for the children the way that she did. So it meant so much to me to see that she had that. And she said to me, she was like, oh my gosh, she said, is there any way that you could do like maybe a little video or something, wearing the glasses, of course, and just let them know that they're a special occasion? And I was like, absolutely. And she was like, we have to have you to come and talk to them, maybe next year or whenever it is, whenever you decide to come back, just to have you talk to them and let them know that they're special occasions. And I said, absolutely, absolutely, 100%. And that connection meant so much to me because, as you know, the message of the special occasion is universal. It doesn't have a gender, it doesn't have an age, it doesn't have a race, it doesn't have a nationality, it doesn't have a geographical location. Everyone is a special occasion. So, because of that, it gives me an opportunity to speak to so many people on so many levels. You can't tell me that that wasn't God. You cannot tell me that that wasn't God. Making that connection with her, we connected, on the phone. We connected. We took pictures together. It was just a bless. And the thing is, I was so emotional. That's a mess. Because, I got these lashes. I can't be crying and carrying on with these lashes because I got these lashes, okay? But I got so emotional just thinking about my family's heritage, my family's history. And it was such a blessing just to see, Dot, we call, and my family always called her Dot, her pictures just, posted up, throughout the school, and just little things that they had, things that were talking about her legacy and the things that she did. And it just meant so much to me. I just got so emotional. I'm sitting there, I'm thinking about my dad, and I'm thinking about our cousins, and Tony, my cousin Tony. I was just thinking about all of us, and I just got so emotional. I got so overwhelmed and filled with love. And it gave me an opportunity to just take a pause and to just tell God, thank you. Just to say thank you. I so appreciate what it is that God chose to do um, through that connection, because I feel like now I have a new sister. I feel like now I have a connection, and now I have an opportunity to help those kids. I have an opportunity to do something to help out. Me and my brother were just brainstorming, just trying to figure out what it is that we can do to help the children. We want to be there to help them. And it just meant so much just seeing it. I took some pictures. I haven't even posted them yet. I took some pictures and everything, and it was just a blessed opportunity for me, and it meant so much. And like I said, thinking about it, I get emotional. But the thing about it is that when you think about the things that have happened in your life as a special occasion, when you think about the things that have happened in your life, you just so happen to come across that person who was able to offer you a job. You just so happen to come across that person who was able to do something for your kids. You just so happen to come across that person. No, you didn't just so happen. Nothing just happens. It is all orchestrated and divinely ordained, because for you, every good thing that happens in your life that takes you to it, because you have to think about it, the things that happen in your life that give you the opportunity to be a blessing to somebody else, you really don't think that somebody else had a hand in that? You don't think God had a hand in that? You don't think it was him that was bringing you through? You don't think that it was him? You think about the times when you were low on cash, right? You just happen to find an extra $5 or $10. You just happen to find some money in the couch or in an old pair of pants. Yeah, I know, y'all. Go ahead and find that old jacket. Look at them jackets. Look at those jeans and those pants and those purses. Look at them old wallets. You probably got a couple of dollars in there that you didn't know you had. Nothing just happens. And it always is divine, because these things happen exactly at the time that you need them to happen. It's not like you find $5 or $10 when you didn't need $5 or $10. You found $5 or $10 exactly when you needed to find $5 or $10. You understand what I'm saying? It does not just happen. It is all for a reason. And it is all not just so that God can get the glory, because in him doing these things, it's so that we can be connected. It's so that we can be connected, so that we can help one another, because that's what we're here for. Why do you think I come on these broadcasts every Tuesday night? Because when God gave me this special occasion, he said, you can't keep it to yourself. You have to give it to someone else. You have to share it with someone else. You have to help someone else discover that they're a special occasion as well. So because of that, that is why I'm here. That is what my mission is. That is what my purpose is: to encourage you, to confirm what's already been said about you, to make you, and to help you to understand that nothing just happens. I'm not telling you, this is not by happenstance that you're discovering that you're a special occasion. You're supposed to know that you're worthy to be celebrated. You're supposed to know that you're not an accident. You're supposed to know that you matter. And if it has to be me that God uses to do that, then so be it. But guess what? It was supposed to happen, because nothing just happens. Listen, Gwen, you didn't retire just because it was time for you to stop working. There's something else in store for you. Nothing just happens. Nothing. So the second thing that happened this week. I was in prayer about the direction of the special occasion. I was in prayer about the direction of my W-2 at work. I was in prayer regarding the direction of my relationship with God, just saying to God that I need clarity. I need him to make some things plain for me. I need him to make some things clear for me because I'm having a hard time. I'm all over the place. You know, life is lifing. So we just got things going all over the place. It happens, right? So what happens is all of this stuff started happening, but I had a meeting with someone at my church who is been put in a recent leadership position, and me being a leader in the church, I needed to connect with him. While we're talking, we have our conversation, we get everything out, we talk about everything we need to talk about, what our plans are, what we're doing, what we used to do, what we're going to do, what we want to do. We talked about all of that. At the end of that conversation, he began to say to me that there are things. Now, mind you, the whole purpose of me having this conversation with him was basically just to touch base. It was basically like a check-in. It was basically so that, like I said, we could talk about where we're going. This is stuff going on at my church. Where we're going, what we're doing, what we want, what we don't, okay. At the end of the conversation, he begins to tell me that I have been looking for clarity. He begins to tell me that I've been looking for direction. He begins to tell me that God said that I'm not as far away from the things that I want as I think I am. He begins to tell me basically everything that I was praying about. So what was the real reason for this call for me and him? What was the real reason? Okay. Was the real reason for us to talk about church business, or was it for him to give me that word? I'm going to say both, because nothing just happens. Nothing just happens. Because in the midst of that, he also asked me to be a part of something that he's working on, because he said he knew as soon as we started talking, he knew that he wanted me to be a part of this team that he's building. Nothing just happens. Nothing just happens. How many times has it seemed like happenstance or happen chance, as my brother would say? How many times has it seemed like things just, oh my God, we just so happened? No, no special occasion. Everything that happens in your life has happened for a reason, even the not so good things, even the things that hurt you to your core. They didn't just happen just to happen. It's all to make you better. It's to make you wiser. It's to make you stronger. It's to change your perspective, to change your outlook. It's to make you see things in a more mature light. It's to help you to be, it's to help you to do things a little bit differently, because you know a lesson unlearned will always return. You don't want to go back to doing things the old way that you used to do them. You want to do things differently. And if you've been in the same cycle of insanity, which of course is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, it's not going to happen. So if you've been in this cycle of insanity, you know, a lot of the things that happen to you are so that you can do something different, so that you can be someone different, so that you can live differently, so that your eyes can see on a broader spectrum, so that your horizons can be broadened, so that you can be better, so that you can be more innovative and create something that you didn't know that you could create. A lot of times you don't know that it can be done until you do it. But sometimes it takes for something to happen, whether it's, like I said, whether it's tragic or whether it's, favorable. Everything that happens in your life is not going to always be favorable. Everything that happens to make you better is not going to always, feel good. But I promise you, there's a lesson. I promise you there's a lesson. I promise you there's something big and something greater for you. There's something down the line. Don't think of it as something that's so bad that this is what happened. Oh, woe is me, woe is me. This is what's happening. No. Take a step back. Put your glasses on. Let me put my glasses. Put your glasses on so that you can see. You know something? Let me get a different perspective. Let me adjust my vision and my focus. Let me see why this is happening. Let me understand what good can come out of this. What better can come out of this. How can I be better as a result? How can I make more money as a result? How can I, how can I lose weight? How can I have a better relationship with my friends and my family? How can I be a better friend to those I love? How can I do better? How can I just be a better special occasion? Take the time. Take the time to step back. Don't see it as something happening to you. Like I said, something is happening through you and something is happening for you. Every single situation. You lost your job. You thought you were going to be there all your life. You thought you were going to retire from that job and it was snatched away from you. It wasn't so that you could just lose your pension or lose your 401k. It wasn't about that. It was about what is next in your life. It is about what's going to make you better and how you're going to be better for the next chapter in your life. No, that's not fun, but it happens. And it's all for your good, honey. It's for your good. You are a special occasion. Nothing just happens. Nothing. Nothing. When I think about it, me losing the job that I had, and I talked about that, about starting over when you know it's your fault. The job that I lost, it was dead end. There was nowhere for me to go. Come on, Sonny. There was nowhere for me to go. But had I not been let go from that job, I would have never left. And I'd have sat there at a dead end job. I'd have gained about 40 pounds for no reason, just because I was sitting all day. And I would not have ever produced anything. I would have never gotten to the place where I would know that I'm a special occasion. Would I have? You know what I'm saying? Well, they took it from me. They took it from me. But like I said, no, I don't know that. They don't even have that position no more, to be honest. But at the end of the day, when when it was time for me to go, I didn't know it was time for me to go until after it was over. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? That, honey, they phased that. Honey, they ain't even doing that no more. That whole department got phased out. They don't even have people in those positions anymore. But the thing about it was, like I said, at the time, it was like I wasn't even upset that I lost the job because I didn't love it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like the job. It was just what I was doing. It was what I had. Because at the time, I didn't know that I could do better. But it wasn't until I didn't have it anymore that I knew that I could do better. And I did. And I'm still doing better. And I would never go back. I couldn't anyway. But I would never want to go back to that. And I'm grateful for it. Because like I said, at some point I had to step back and say, what is the lesson in this? What am I learning? You understand? What am I learning? And what I had to learn, was that there were probably some things that I did that probably weren't favorable, that may have contributed to it. But also it was just time. My contract was up, or so I was told. But when that is the case, there is something greater on the horizon. There is something bigger and better, Tony. There is something bigger and better, Gwen. There is something bigger and better, Sugar. There is something bigger and better. There is something bigger and better always. But I needed to know that I could place myself in a position to receive that. If I would have sat there and lamented over not having the job anymore, I would have never had the strength or the endurance to move forward. But I knew I needed to make that money. I knew that I needed to listen. I knew I needed to pay my bills. I knew I needed to help support my family, right? But I'm so grateful because all of it brought me to where I am right now. Every job I had, whether I liked it or not, brought me to where I am right now. And when I tell you, this is the most satisfied I've ever been with myself, because I know I'm a special occasion, because I know that I'm worthy to be celebrated, because I know that I am a masterpiece, just like you are. Just like you are. And I celebrate that. I celebrate that. You got a problem with Nashville, Tony? You got a problem with Nashville? I don't see nobody writing to the hills about Sacramento. Nashville is the music city capital. You've got a bunch of HSBCs here. You got a bunch of HBCUs. I say HSBCs. HBCUs here. You got a bunch of healthcare here. You've got a whole bunch of stuff here. What brought us here was music. You know, that's what brought us here. I probably would have never come, but what gave me the courage was when my father passed away. I never thought I would ever leave New York, but here we are. And I'm living my best life, and I'm grateful for it. I just turned 50. I'm 50 years old. I'm 50, and I'm celebrating. So I don't despise anything that happened in my life. There are things that I could have done without, that I feel like I could have done without. But just like I said last week, what I'm not going to do is live with regret. Whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to do. And I'm not going to live with regret, because I'm not going to be walking around here hating myself for the chances that I didn't take, for the moves I didn't make, for the things that I wanted to do, for the things that I should have done. I don't want to do that. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, we're not living there. I'm a special occasion, and I'm doing it. And I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful. Listen. I am grateful for this time. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for love. I'm grateful for everything that God has given me. I'm grateful for the special occasion. And my cousin Tony on here, listen, he has a podcast that he does. I'm not really sure when it is. Tony, you can put the information up, but he has an app. It's called Ant FM. That's his name. That's the name of the app. Y'all go download that app, okay? Y'all download that app. Put it on your phone. They do different things. They talk about some of everything on his podcast. And we've gotten into the habit now of letting each other know when we're going to be on in case we forget. We let each other know when we're going to be on. Most of the time I can see it. I might be in the middle of something, but I don't always know when he's coming on. So Tony, you can put your information up. He basically, he comes on, they talk about, like, they do music. I was on there one night critiquing the music. I was going in too. I was going in. But I appreciate that, because it's something for everyone. They play all kinds of music. They talk about sports. They talk about current events. They talk about some of everything. It's not, there's something for everyone. So download the app if you will, please. It's Ant FM, ANT-FM, just the way his name is up there. And maybe I'll put it up here too. Right, Ant FM. You can download that. You can download his app for his podcast, and you get a notification whenever he's going on. That's me. You get a notification whenever he's going on. You'll get a notification what they're talking about, what it is that they're doing. It's real funny at times. Sometimes he gets deep, but he's a clown. He's crazy. That's my cousin. He's a clown. And he, this is what he does. And I appreciate it. I love you, cuz. Keep up the good work. I'm going to support you the best I can. It's a full radio station. There you go. It's a full radio station. There you go. Music 24 hours, he said. There you go. See, I'm getting the information now. It's a full radio station. The music is 24 hours. I catch the podcast when he's on. I catch the podcast because I want to hear his voice, and at times when I can't see his face, if possible, because we look just alike without looking alike at all. So that's my cousin. Y'all support him, please. Thank you so much. And you're all special occasions. And listen, don't forget, nothing just happens. I didn't grow up with Tony. But Tony's in my life now, because this is the time that Tony's supposed to be in my life. And I could not be more grateful. Nothing just happens. He said the app has all the episodes. There you go. The app has all the episodes. And it's on Twitch as well. There you go. He said it's on Twitch. For those of you who have Twitch, you can download that app as well. If you're a gamer, yeah, I'm sure I got some gamers on here. Download the app and catch him. He said it's 24-hour radio station. Like I said, nothing just happens. Tony came into my life, now when we're adults. But something, I have a whole lot more cousins that I don't know, but I'm grateful that I have him, because at this point it's like, having a brother. It's just what it is. We love each other from day one. Nothing just happens. And remember, even though nothing just happens, what does happen happens exactly when it's supposed to. So we can easily say, oh, this coulda, shoulda. At the end of the day, it happens exactly when it's supposed to. So be patient. Whatever it is that you're waiting for, just be patient. If it's supposed to happen, it's going to happen. Guaranteed. If it is for you, it is going to happen. It is going to happen. You said you're irresistible, Tony? You're irresistible? Really? to who? Mosquitoes? I'm just messing with you. I love you, Tony. I love all of you, each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I don't have to know you to love you, but I do so very much. You mean the world to me. Thank you for joining me tonight. You are a special occasion and nothing less. Do not wait for a special occasion to wear the outfit. Do not wait for a special occasion to drink out of that beautiful glass. Do not wait for a special occasion to call someone and tell them that you love them. Do not wait for a special day or a special date on the calendar to do something kind for yourself. You are a special occasion. I love you, cuz. You are a special occasion and nothing less. You are a special occasion. I will treat you as such. Treat yourself as such too. I love you so much. We will be back same time, same station next week, 7:30 Central. We will be here same time, same station. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, be blessed and keep it moving forward. You are a special occasion. Mwah! Love you.